Good morning, everyone. It is 8:10 on a beautiful sunny Sunday morning, and I'm on my way to Wexford for a meeting. Now, I've been to Wexford before with this car, also for a meeting, and I'm pretty much going to repeat the route I did then, which is leave my house in Mallow and drive to the fast charger in Waterford, charge up pretty much to full, drive to Wexford. If I can charge in Wexford, I'll charge in Wexford whilst I am in the meeting, and if that happens, then I can drive straight back to Waterford. If that doesn't happen, I have to probably charge in New Ross to get back to Waterford, or maybe I might be able to drive straight back to Waterford. So yeah, it is a absolutely beautiful sunny day. I am just about 10-15 kilometers past Tramore. Have been on the road for the last 40 minutes, and I should be there in about an hour. So it just goes to show this is a route without motorway, so that's why it takes 1 hour and 40 minutes to cover 116 kilometers, whereas if it were motorway, it would be substantially faster. The other thing about this route is that the road surface is pretty darn bad. The snow of early last month really did a lot of damage to the road, which was not very good prior to that. But we'll get there. So I guess I will see you guys in Waterford. So here we are at Waterford. The low battery warning just came on, but absolutely no problem. I'm expecting that to be probably about 15%. It seems to have the low battery warning come on a little earlier since the battery management system update. It used to be about 12%. I think it is roughly 15 now, but let's plug in and find out. So yeah, 13%. No bother though. I'm expecting Guillaume to call up as well, although I might be a little bit early. I decided to stay on the side of caution. The meeting is at 11 and I expect to be in Wexford around 10:30. So I'm going to give it a full charge, probably about a half an hour or so, and then we're back on our way. Jeez, I was pretty sure my car was black when I left. Got stuck behind a truck, as you may have seen. It is absolutely filthy. I mean, look at that. Why bother washing your car? 26 minutes. Well, look who's arrived. 37 minutes later, we were on 90% and we were good to go. Now, the question is toll road or no toll road. I'm gonna be I think I'll be a cheap bastard and say no toll road. So that means driving through Waterford. No, let's take the toll road.
In 50 meters, at the roundabout, take the first exit onto R710.
Thank you, Google. Harper's Lane, nicely free charge point, marked and all. That went smooth anyway. I have 62% or 62 kilometers range left. That won't be enough to get back to Waterford, I'd say. That's why I'm plugging in. The car may as well be charging whilst I'm in the meeting. So let's plug in and head on down to the meeting. It's about a mile of a walk, but the weather is great, so I have no objection in doing that. That was a long mile, but made it. I'm so out of shape. Okay, and a few hours later we are on our way back. That was a very productive meeting. It went on a little bit longer because we ended up chatting, and then afterwards, of course, I actually met up with a local Zoe owner and I did the Android update for him, and as a result, Android Auto update I should say. As a result, it is now 3:30 in the afternoon and I am still about 3 hours away from home, and I actually need to go and see a very interesting streetlight. So I guess this means I better start driving. Now, welcome to a industrial estate in Tramore. The reason why I'm here is on this particular premises there is a fairly special street light. I just walk to it and I'll show you. This is what I'm talking about. So this is pretty much a street light, as you can see, but with a charge point at the base. Now, it's turned on at the moment because I know the person who installed it. He informed me that it was operational and, you know, accessible without connection. But basically, this particular streetlight can be hooked up to an app to allow you to actually start it and restrict access, but also you can charge for the usage of it. The company where I'm standing in front of has basically gotten a contract to install it for one of the councils up in the Dublin area, and they're probably going to be more around the country, but I particularly like the actual look of this thing because it's pretty much multifunctional. Depending on where you live, access to charging points can be pretty bad. And if you can replace all the streetlights with one of these or something similar, you're basically killing two birds with one stone. So you got, you know, energy-saving LED streetlights as well as access to an actual charging point. Let's plug in and see if it can handle an energy-hungry Zoe. Now we are charging. 2 hours and 30 minutes left. It's a 7 kilowatt charger. That's no problem so far. This is actually brilliant to actually have something like this. I really hope we see a hell of a lot more of these kind of things in Ireland, because we have a real shortage of on-street charging. Not fast charging, just normal charging. Where people can park their car and leave it overnight. Brilliant. There we go. Back in Waterford. Not a bother, charging next to a lovely Ionic, and the charger is pulling about 92 kilowatt. Amazing. Now we are back home, a little under 400 kilometers done. Pretty okay consumption. Average speed is not bad. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I don't know exactly how much I've got left, but I've got 24 kilometers showing, and I'm not showing a low battery warning, so that's good. The way back was considerably slower because of traffic more than anything else, and I took my time. It was either that or do a charging stop in Tramore, which just would have wasted time anyway. But the road is sufficiently slow enough to actually not allow you to drive fast. Okay, so that was another uneventful trip.